Okay, so here we are. We are on the island of Elaeus now, I believe. With last stream, we did the whole thing where we went underwater. We tried to get to this island on a boat. We fucked around with the compass because there was a storm coming, and the captain was like, "Nope, off to port instead." And we're like, "We don't have time for this." So we magically altered the compass, and then it drove us deeper into the storm, and then we wrecked the ship. Good job, April. And we spent some time with the mer people, found out that they are the same species as the flying people, who they call the wing demons, upon this island. And they're basically at war with each other. And the prophecy of, at the very least for the mer people, is that their water stiller, to whom they owe the piece of the stone, which is supposedly going to be April, will bring peace among their people. But they were like, "We're not at war, so you can't be the water stiller yet. We haven't had a war with each other." But it's like, actually, you are at war with yourselves, because you're the same species as the flying people, the Elations. So, yeah. They've decided to let us come to the surface. Ooh, rope. Always need rope.
There's a coil of rope among the debris.
So let's run around and grab stuff and see what we're doing. We need to find the Elations.
I could get lost if I just wander off into the jungle with no idea what the island looks like or where I'm heading.
So I don't think I can just walk into the jungle yet. No, I can go through this arch. Let's see what's through here. Oh, these dudes, the big crabs.
It's some kind of giant crab. Sounds like the poor thing's in a lot of pain.
Oh.
Yeah, the shell does look way too tight. Maybe he's outgrown it, but can't shed it. Or whatever it's called.
A nose.
I'll just take a shot here and ask you. Is there any chance you speak, like, a real language? Like, Arcadian or English?
All tongue.
Okay. Now, is there
That's
some kind of
no.
magic I have to learn, or potion I have to drink, or eat, or ingest in some way to learn your language? Because that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, that's what we had to do with the Elations. We had to swallow a pearl covered in glowing
No?
moss and blood.
Too bad, although I'm glad I don't
Weird.
have to draw blood or swallow a stone or something. Can't help but feel that you're asking me for help, though. It's the strangest thing. After all, you're just clicking your claws, aren't you? It's not as if you're really talking, is it?
It's communication.
Clear, unpolluted waters, overflowing with life. Just one more reason why Arcadia is both the vacationers' and environmental activists' wet dream. Literally.
So we've got these weird pods.
It's the village of the giant crabs. Hey, that sounds like a great name for a B-movie. Village of the Giant Crabs.
Crab people, crab people. Alright.
It's a big statue.
I vaguely remember this thing. Let's go have a look at it. I know we need a new shell for this guy, or something we can pry the shell off, or whatever.
It's an old fireplace.
Somebody was camping here.
I can see clear to the bottom. This really is an excellent spot for fishing.
That would be pretty cool, yeah.
The bottom part of the statue depicts a creature with large ears listening to something.
Oh, God, I remember these. Hey, Steve, how's it going? What's up, dude?
The top half of the statue depicts a creature with a big mouth calling out.
Yes, this is like a long-range telephone system, if I remember correctly. Like, you come to the statue with the ear, and then the speaker there at the top shouts it to wherever it needs to go. I remember this comes into play much later, though. This isn't something we need to do right now. I mean, can we help the poor little dude? Lurking a bit? No problem, lurk away.
I can't break the shell. It's too thick and solid.
We don't have the bang potion. Oh well. It was me thinking, you know what? Let's try blowing the shell up. Let's see what happens. It's an idea. It could work.
Debris from another capsized ship. These must be dangerous waters.
I thought I saw a red thing. No. Okay. Can I go this way? Oh, and here's another one of these statues, look.
The bottom half of the statue depicts a large-eared creature listening intently.
And the top one?
The top half of the statue depicts a big-mouthed creature calling out. It's a huge volcanic mountain. Dense jungle. It's the ruins of an old city.
What do we need to do here? What is that? Erica with 5 little bitties. Thank you so much. I come and go, so I have some bits for your trip soon. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Erica, as always. You've been so supportive. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Hope you're doing well today, dude. Hope everything's going good for you. It be Friday. Enjoy the day. So, yeah, we can't go into the jungle because, of course, it's...
I could get lost if I just wander off into the jungle with no idea what the island looks like or where I'm heading.
So do we need to climb a tree maybe or something and have a look? Let's go back and make sure I didn't miss anything this way. We need like an overview of the land, right? April of the Jungle, yes. I see my plan of, you know, like doing word battles and trading insults with pirates up in the hills is probably out. That hasn't come up yet, so I'm kind of disappointed with myself. So I mean, other than this guy, I don't think we have anything we can help him. Like, none of the potions are probably gonna work, right? Big crab, yes. Didn't think that would work. You never know. Wave the talisman of the balance and some magical shit happens. Oh, let's call Crow, yeah. If he shows up.
Guess he's not around. Should
Nope.
try again later.
Last time we saw him was just before we got snatched up by the mer people. I wonder if for whatever reason the lighter's a leaf potion will work on it. No. I just thought maybe it'd make the shell lighter and we could maybe pry it off. Not that that would make it easier to pry off if it's literally wedged in, but... yeah. But we also need something for him to get into as well, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure what we could do. Maybe we use the rope to climb somewhere. Climb up or down a thing. Statue foot. Oh, here we go. Right, okay, this is how we change things. Oh, but we need the key.
It's a triangular hole, like a keyhole.
Yes, and you can change where the ear and the mouth goes, and some of them are missing, look. Can't do that yet, though.
I look like a real sailor. Arr, matey.
Climb down the cliff? Nope. Huh.
It's an old fireplace.
Ready stumped.
the strangest feeling that it's asking me for help, but I don't know what to do.
And we don't really have anything at all we can help this poor creature with. And again, I think this we have to come back to later. So how do we get an idea of the jungle? Already inspected the debris and there's nothing there.
Emerald green and clear as the morning sky. That's perfect holiday water.
Oh, there's a hole here.
It's a deep hole, more like a crevice actually, caused by some kind of seismic activity. God, it must be at least 50 meters down. The crevice widens
Geographic
out
with
into
April
a huge
Ryan.
cave just below, and there's water at the bottom.
Alright, so maybe we go down there and follow the cave. Tie it to the sapling. I'm just going to lay the rope on the ground and climb down it, am I?
The rope should be able to hold my body weight.
Heh, should. Oh. Oh, looky here. Hashtag should, yes. Many great things have happened on the back of phrases like that. It should be able to. Nests.
Big nests, once housing the elation, but now empty and in disrepair. Elation nests.
So I guess with this being the sea down there as well, this is probably like a meeting place between the two races. And then hashtag nope. Pretty much. Yeah, and here's the Miram town as well.
That's a Miram city.
Or a city. Sorry.
It's the remains of a stone structure that probably fell down here through the crevice. There's a piece amongst the rubble that looks like a bolt or a key.
Ah!
It's
Yes.
intact.
Cool.
There's a piece amongst the rubble that looks like a bolt or a key.
Take
It's
it.
intact.
So that's the key we use to change the statues.
It's the remains of a stone structure that probably fell down here through the crevice.
So now we've got those. I'm up. Okay. So can we now at least do something with these structures, I guess? Maybe if we keep turning them around until we hear somebody talking. That might be a good idea.
It's a creature with a big mouth. It's a creature with large ears. It's a kind of stone key carved into the uncanny likeness of a key, with a head on the end.
So yeah, there's a different key for the mouth and the ears. That's a very distinct symbol.
The bottom half of the statue depicts a large-eared creature listening intently.
If I knew where I needed this to be pointing now, that would be good. Got a dash. Got a missing one. A missing one here. This was not easy back in the day. Yeah, no kidding. You just kind of have to trial and error some stuff. Maybe it's the other place. Oh, let's take the rope. We might need that again. But yeah, wherever we put the ear, I think what we might find is that somebody's near one of these and we might be able to hear people. And we might get some instructions, like directions, to get through the jungle. Don't remember how to solve it. Yeah, I remember just stumbling across the solution, I think, but I don't remember what it is now. That's one of the good things about playing a really old point and click is you know where you need to go and what you need to do, but you can't remember how to do it, so there's still enough mystery. Given how huge this game is, you know, like, holy cow. It's easy to forget some of the stuff. I'm hoping that on this screen, she'll go, ooh, I can hear something. What happens if you turn the key the other way? I think it just goes back. Oh! Oh, the other one changes. Okay. Hashtag nope. Yeah, that's the mouth. That's the one that we broadcast to. So I think you speak into the ear and it goes out the mouth. And then it comes back through, like, you know, to the ear again and comes out of the mouth. You know, that acts as both as a speaker for what you're receiving, if I remember correctly. I'm just not sure where I need to point these yet.
The top half of the statue depicts a creature with a big mouth calling out. The bottom part of the statue depicts a creature with large ears listening to something.
I like as well that the statue changes depending on how you left it. That's not just a pre-baked asset. Okay. Again, I think this is going to be one of those just trial and errors. Let's try the other one again first, now that I know the key works both ways. I thought there were two different keys, because the key has just, like, the big ears. So I thought, oh, maybe that's just for turning the listening direction. But it's not. And how do I know which one of these statues is which? There must be, like, a diagram somewhere in the future. So that symbol there is very, I don't know, very elaborate. Makes me wonder if that's where we need to have this.
It's a creature with a big mouth. It's a creature with...
See, they seem to be pointing now inland. Yeah. This is... Oozling. I wonder if we have to link the two together. Because I didn't see that symbol. This, and it looks like an A for elation, right? That's what's making me wonder. So I might want to have the ears listening there, but have the other thing up here pointed somewhere else. That's back around the other way. Like a broadcast relay system? Yeah. Okay, so these are going around counterclockwise as that turns around clockwise, so that's not helpful at all. See, I would wonder if that is now pointing at the crab village. Let's go back to the crab village one up on the cliff. Let's see. Let's see if there's any symbols on there that are unique. That might be the clue, is like, pick the unique symbols and have them point to each other. Like, that symbol there doesn't appear on the other one as well, but there are gaps missing in all of them, so that could be a reason. Like, that symbol doesn't appear on the other as well.
Hole, like a keyhole.
So that's shouting back the other way now. Let's leave back. That could also now be shouting to the ruins. Which we left listening over here, right? And we left the other one listening to the A symbol. Can you talk to the ears? No, it's not giving me an option yet. I think we don't get that until we pick something up and then she realizes what it's for. I'm not sure. Where is it? I can't even see where it is. Where the hell is the... Ah, here we go. It's coming back around. Jesus. Oh, it's gone the other way around again. Yeah, I don't know. We don't really have any kind of hint either as to which symbols these are in the relay. No, she doesn't want to go into the jungle till she knows where she's going because she'll get lost. So let's double check this. So we've got a listening to whatever the A is, which I think is making it listen further in. Right, that's round to the corner. I think that's probably the elation. Yeah, she's already lost. But she's lost in one place, that's the thing. Yeah, we can see that the statue is now listening and shouting that way. See, my thoughts are that this statue needs to listen to the jungle and then relay the shout to the cliff top, and then we can listen to it there. I just don't know where we need to set the mouth to have it represent the cliff top.
It's a triangular hole,
Yeah.
like a keyhole.
It's moving around. Yeah, it was listening and shouting the same direction. So we had it on that one. Let's have it on this one. We need to know which one of those symbols represents the ruins, so that we can have it listen here to the ruins. And I think we need to have this one listen and shout in the same direction. Because this needs to be able to shout back. If you know what I mean. Oh no, but then again, no. Because if it shouts back, it won't then get relayed to the other place. Right. I'm confused now. I'm confusing myself. Oh god. Let me think this through. I've already forgotten what we set the other thing to. My brain today is not functioning. Because that's the thing, is we just don't even have a hint as to what any of these symbols mean that we can logically pick our way through. This is just blind guesswork on 4 different dials. And I don't know if I'm doing it the right way around. This is like the stone puzzle from last stream all over again, where we just guess and we don't know what we're trying to achieve to begin with, you know. Hey Felix, how are you? Maybe we're not supposed to do this yet. I mean, maybe, but the only other thing we can do is try to help that crab out of its shell, which we don't obviously have anything at all to do yet. Explain the plot so far. So, I don't know if you've really watched much of this game, Felix, come to think of it. Basically, there are 2 worlds, a magical world and a technology science world, And there used to be one world, but 12,000 years ago they got split into two by a bunch of like wise sages and 4 dragons. But there was a tower between them in a realm between both worlds, both dimensions, channeling magic to one and rational science to the other. And it has a guardian, but every 1,000 years they need a new one. The trouble is, that guardian has left its tower now. He left the tower a while ago because he can't keep going. He's too tired. He's been there too long. And the new guardian hasn't yet been able to take over because there's a faction now from the old guard of people who were supposed to keep an eye on this balance, as it's called, who are intercepting the new guardians and stopping them from getting there. They want to crash both worlds back together and make them one again. It's not time for that yet, though, apparently. So our character, April Ryan, who comes from Stark, which is the science world, and it's way in the future, like the 2300s, has now been drafted, if you like, to fix this balance, find the new Guardian, and repair the balance, repair the stone inside the tower that channeled the energies and all that kind of stuff. We are currently on an island. We're hunting down the stones. We have one here from the Banda, which are a group of people that are like Earth Shapers, magical creatures. They have one part of the stone. The Miram, which are a mer people in the ocean, have got part of another part of the stone, but also the Elations, which are a flying people on this island, which we haven't found yet, are also in possession of another piece of a stone, and we need to foster peace between both of them before we can get the stones. And then we've got to go and find 2 more pieces of stones. We've got to get 4 dragon jewels. Yeah, it's pretty good. There's a heck of a lot of stuff going on. What we're trying to figure out right now are these statues and whether or not we're supposed to be doing them and how and why. They're like telephones, I think. Like one is a shouting head, the other one is a listening head. Yeah, brain go poof. Yes, it's a big plot dump. All right, so like we were saying, I don't even know if this is the right way around to begin with. You know, I'm pretty sure it's this statue we have to stand at to do the communication. But I have no idea. Like, we haven't found a single clue to go on. Thank you very much. Well, the hydrates. All right. Like, we have no idea. Like, how to do this to begin with. Like, there's no like symbols located anywhere. I want to go back down the hole and see if maybe there's more there. Like, there's nothing in the debris, right? There's no message in a bottle. But what is that? There is a red... Up the path? Oh, that path there. Okay, right. I thought it meant into the jungle. There's definitely nowhere else to go, right? We've got all this ruins, which is just...
It's the ruins of an old city.
That.
It's a tiny tree.
And we've got another one of the statues here, which we've got shouting, hopefully towards the cliff face, but I don't know if that's what that is. And listening, what I'm hoping is towards the mountain. Or at the very least, the jungle. So this is this is picking it up and relaying it across. But we can't even interact with these statues yet. I wonder if we can call Crow here. We couldn't call him at the beach.
I guess he's not around. I should try again later.
No. Felix. He might be able to help us. Can I not get back down there? Oh. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's see if we missed something down here first. There might be some other clue. Because, you know, you need something to go on with these, right? Ah! What did I just pick the frigging rope back up. Blah. Brain no function. Can you please? There we go. Okay, so is there anything at all?
Elation nests.
Elation nests. Right. Not like there's any drawings on the wall or anything we can have a look at. Climb down. What brain? This game has eaten up the brain cells. Yes, no kidding. Is there anything else in the rubble, maybe?
It's the remains of a stone structure that probably fell down here through the crevice. It's a deserted Marum city.
Yeah, nothing else here. That's all we have. No hints, no clues, no, you know, half-finished solution. Can't just shine the talisman of the balance at shit, can I? No. Okay. Poor brain, yeah. Because the thing is, with a lot of adventure games, you generally need at least some leading direction. You arrive here and she's like, I won't go into the jungle, I'm gonna get lost. Here are some statues. Like, okay. And she hasn't even comprehended what they're for to give the player a hint of, I should be messing with those. You know what I mean? But she won't go up into the jungle. She doesn't know where she's going. We didn't try to call Crow here, did we? Show up, Crow, you little bastard. Hey! Okay, right, we didn't try this here. The only other thing I could think to do is to call this little shit and say, show me the way through the jungle, you.
April! You're alive! You're here! You're soaking wet! Where did you go? I thought you drowned. I was completely miserable. And the chicks on this island are so prissy. They don't even care for a kiss unless you're all settled down with a nest in your own territory.
Good old Crow. Oh yeah, Felix, we have a talking crow pet. Well, friend. Companion. Can I slap him? Maybe later.
Glad to see you haven't lost the gift of the gab, Crow.
Lady, you have no idea how limited bird Twitter can be. It's all, hi, this,
Twitter.
and here I am, that, all damn day long. I haven't had a decent conversation in days.
Sounds like Twitter, alright.
Well,
Yeah.
making up for it now.
I never know when you're gonna go AWOL on me again.
Good thing Crow does not say nevermore.
I had a little adventure under the sea.
Oh? I didn't know humans had gills.
We don't. Well, I do. I think. At least I can breathe underwater now.
Cool. Not as cool as being able to fly, of course, but
I have
still.
my lighter than the leaf potion.
Hey, does that mean you're a mermaid?
Hardly. I don't have a tail. What did you do after I saw you last?
Well, it took a while, but I found land. Not this island, just a rock with a couple of trees, basically. But when I went back to tell you, you disappeared. I thought you'd gone bonkers from thirst and hunger and drowned yourself or something, so I decided I'd better find solid ground myself or I'd suffer the same fate. And then I found this place. Nice, isn't it? And the best part is, there are no hunters. Only a bunch of big crabs on the east side of the island and a volcano.
I'm gonna walk around for a bit, Crow.
I'll just stay here and preen myself, thank you very much.
I like Crow. Such a good character. Anyway, if I use him on the jungle, yes!
What can you tell me about the island, Crow?
Only what I've been able to see from above. There's the volcano, dead I think,
Hopefully.
and lots of jungle, and some nice beaches.
I'd like to explore the jungle, but I'm afraid I'm gonna get lost. Any ideas?
Well, I could stay airborne and keep track of where you are. That way I could direct you if... Sorry, when you get lost.
Sounds like a super plan, Crow.
Let's go.
Woot! Yes! Success! Should have just tried this right away, shouldn't I? Did I pick the key up? I think I didn't, did I? Oh, I did. Yep, cool. I left the rope, though, but whatever. So we can head to the volcano. So that's the ruins that we were at. That, I'm guessing, is the beach with the crabs and the cliff over the top. Oh, there's a big... Oh. Rumble.
The rumbling is much fiercer here, and the ground is really shaking. It's definitely seismic.
Volcano not dead.
It has got
yeah.
to be emanating from this volcanic mountain. I mean, it looks dead, but it must be about to wake up or erupt or something. Great. After surviving a shipwreck, being kidnapped by fishes, and learning to breathe in water, I'm about to die in a volcanic eruption? Isn't that ironic?
Nope. Not what irony is, but okay.
That's one mother of a tree. It's got to be at least 100 meters tall. And what's that in the tree crown? Looks like a man-made construction.
Looks like a telescope. Yeah. Interesting. The mouth of the volcano. Maybe. But just climb in. Yeah. Oh.
It's a small, eye-sized aperture with a crystal in it, like a lens. Maybe some kind of telescope?
Interesting.
I don't see anything interesting.
Can I see
I don't
it?
see anything interesting.
I'll determine if it's interesting. And there,
What a strange symbol.
that, and the key probably goes here. Oh.
What a strange
It
symbol.
did. It looked like a Triforce, yeah. Oh. Oh, this changes where the mouth points to. Where it sends... Yeah, this is like a broadcast system. Ah. So we could do this, I guess. And try to figure out which ones are the other symbols first. You know, which one of those locations. The eye also changes color. Oh, it has. Thank you, Thal. How's it going, Thal, by the way? Yeah, the lens is changing.
Somebody's looking back at me. Oh, wait. That's just my eye. The lens is turned into a mirror.
Okay, so the this is the symbol for the volcano. Right. Okay. Good, good, good. Yes.
I don't see anything interesting.
So if we look at these...
It's a statue standing in the ruins of a city.
Aha! That's the city glyph. So we know now how to point it to the other thing. Not that it matters for now, but anyway, okay, good, good, good. I don't think we can do anything with this yet. Maybe we can?
I look like a real sailor. Arr, matey.
Huh. Okay, I guess we do then. I guess we do figure this out now. So, notebook. Because brain no function today. Brain is dead. Brain does not like me. Brain has been stuck in traffic jams today. So, the city is this weird kind of arrowy thing. Brain does not like Friday. Yeah, brain agony.
I can see a statue on a cliff overlooking the sea.
Aha! Okay, so cliff is the circle with the weird thingies.
I don't see anything interesting.
Didn't look at those.
I don't see anything interesting.
So those are the only ones we really need to know, right?
It's a statue just below a really tall tree.
Tall tree is the one that's like a 5 with a thingy on it.
I don't see anything interesting.
And then we know that's the volcano.
I don't see anything interesting.
That's the city. Another one I
I
missed.
don't see anything interesting. I don't see anything interesting. I don't see anything interesting.
Double checking. Right, okay, cool. So I've got all of those. Now I kind of know roughly what I'm doing there. Right, so I know that the city has the glyph for this mouth. So I should actually set it to the city, shouldn't I, before I go? And then we can set the city to listen to this, to the mountain, and yell it. Or do we want it the other way around? I don't know. Let's just try it first. Let's see. Can always come back. Oh, I can get to the base of the large tree as well. Aha, there's another one on the large tree as well. And there are people here. Alright. Put that to one side for now. Oh,
The bottom half of the statue depicts a creature listening, while the top part depicts a similar creature calling out.
hey, Dapus, how's it going? The foot of the statue. Alright, so there are symbols there as well. What have we got?
Dried twigs and sticks. Dried twigs and sticks.
Yeah, they don't look like... Whoa! Yep, they don't look like people at all.
Who's there?
Shut up.
I know there's somebody there. I heard you.
Stop talking, she can hear you.
Is she gone?
Nope, she's still around.
I'm doing good, thank you, Dapus.
Shut up, shut up.
If you won't come out, I'll just sit down here and wait. Sooner or later, you'll have to show yourself.
And then I sit
So
on one of them.
Oh my god!
Ah,
I hate this place. I so hate it, I can't even sit down without crushing the natives.
big person alert.
Big person. Wait, are you calling me fat?
What are you?
What does it look like?
A talking twig?
I am Groot.
We're stickmen. And you're an accident waiting to happen with your large, ungainly body and wobbly legs.
He did call me fat. Yes, you're right, Felix.
What's a stick man?
An unlucky bugger
A
doomed
man
to
made
a
of sticks.
miserable life of stiff backs and monotonous drudgery in the shadow of a mother tree.
Happy little fella, ain't ya?
You have no idea.
So, you guys are stickmen.
That's right. I'm Wick. This is Willow.
And that dumb-looking one over there is Woody. And this is our mother tree.
What's a mother tree?
What do you mean, what's a mother tree? It's a mother tree. How difficult can it be? It's our mother, and it's a tree. It's a mother tree.
There you go. I mean, it does what it says on the tin. Come on.
What do stickmen do?
What do we do? What do we do? What do you mean, what do we do?
Well, the people in this world always do something. Like the Banda dug tunnels in the earth. The Merum killed Snapjaw and covered their houses with Tanyan. You gotta do something.
Hey, it ain't easy being a stick, let me tell you. You got your stiff back and limbs, your fear of fire and water, your 300 years of miserable boredom, and then you have to get planted and raise a family. It ain't easy.
So, you're not doing anything worthwhile then?
Lady, I'm miserable. I'm grumpy, and I got a headache. What do you want from me?
Where do the Elation live?
The Elation? The guys with wings? Up in the volcano. There's an old city in there. I think they're squatting.
Squatting.
How do I get into the volcano?
You don't. The road collapsed a few centuries ago, and when traders come, the Elation fly down to meet them. Nobody goes up there anymore.
What's that constant rumbling noise?
Lady, you have no idea what we have to endure. All day, all night, that noise is just murder. It all started when Quaman, the Quiet Giant, would you believe that's what we used to call him?
Remember this
was
guy.
banished by the Orowal from his perfect fishing place to some remote place in the forest.
Whoa, information overload. Let's step back for a minute
Explain
to
the
fill in
plot.
the details. Who's Quaman, the Quiet Giant?
He's the scariest human we've ever seen. He stands tall as a mountain and uses whole trees for toothpicks. But he was the quiet type and reasonably
redeem works in
gentle
game,
for
yes.
a human.
Very
He
meta.
spent his days out by the Orowal village, catching fish and frying fish and eating fish, and looking out across the ocean, dreaming about loose women or whatnot.
Okay.
What happened to get the Quiet Giant banished from that place?
The Orowal got scared when he accidentally stepped on one of their young ones. He didn't do any real harm, but they banished him from their village nonetheless, and told him to go far into the forest.
Okay, and who are they?
Who are the Orlowal?
They're the crab-like creatures who live down by the sea. They're nice people, if a little crabby. And it's hard to understand what they're saying half the time.
Where's Quaman now?
Somewhere in the forest east of here, we don't know where exactly. He went there to get as far away from the Orowal as possible.
So what does all this have to do with the
Stickmen are not good at
rumblings?
jokes.
Oh, I was getting to that. If you just let me get a word in edgewise.
I just had some questions is all.
Jeez.
Anyway, Quaman is the brooding type. And he takes everything so to heart, he got instantly depressed and went to sleep.
And what is he doing now?
Still sleeping. That's the problem.
But how long ago was it that the Orlowal banished him?
The last full moon, nearly 30 sunsets passed.
Sleeping a month?
He's been sleeping for a month?
He was depressed. What do you want, lady? Once I got so miserable I slept for 8 years. And let me tell you, those 8 years were the happiest of my life.
Wow. Oof. Okay. Food.
I still don't understand what this has to do with the rumbling noise.
See that statue over there?
Sure. What's up with that?
Back when the Dalmari lived on this island ages ago, they put these statues up all around the island so that they could speak with each other.
You're kidding. So they're like telephones?
Tell her what? I don't know what that is. The thing is, these statues are all connected through magic. And when you speak into one, your voice flies through the air and comes out of another statue.
But I still don't understand.
You saw the big head up by the mountain?
Yes?
That's the one they use to talk to everyone on the island, to warn people of storms or to hold evening prayer. It's connected to the statues as well. And Quaman is sleeping right next to a statue's ear.
I get it. Resonance. He's snoring and the deep bass reverberating through the loudspeaker, the big head, causes a resonance that vibrates the entire island. But can't you just wake him up?
We don't know where he is. We're not much for exploring this forest. There's water and fire and monkeys. Monkeys like to play with sticks. We don't like monkeys.
But can't you just, well, send your voice to his statue to wake him up?
There are 4 problems with that. Number 1, all the statues have an assigned symbol, an identifying mark, but we don't know which his is. Second, most of the statues are broken in some way or another.
What do you mean?
Some statues can only talk to certain other statues. Some can't be spoken to, and some can't hear, which makes it very difficult to get a connection through to where you want to send your voice. Number 3, in order to use the statues, you need a key. We don't have it. We don't know where it is.
I got it.
And number 4?
We're stickmen, lady. What do you think? We don't know much about magic or magical devices. And
what?
we're not too smart, okay? There, I said it.
Maybe I
We're
am a
not too
stickman.
smart. And when you look at Woody over there, who's pretty stupid by stickman standards, that's a pretty scary thought.
Sorry I asked.
Hmm.
I look like a real sailor. He's a stickman. I'll see you guys later then.
If you don't step on us first.
He's a stickman.
Hi, I'm Willow. Wick's the oldest, Woody's the youngest, and I'm just stuck in the middle as always.
Wow, middle child syndrome
Don't let me-
detected.
Wick's the boss as always. Go talk to him.
Okay, well then.
He's a stickman.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Woody. They call me the stupid one, 'cause I'm kinda slow,
Oh.
so don't let me keep you busy. I was born with a big brain, so I can't move as fast as my 2 brothers. I can only do useless stuff like calculations and design, and I play a few instruments, and I'm writing a book on the flora and fauna of Elias.
Sounds like he's the smart one. So that to them is their estimation of stupid. Wow.
He's a stickman.
Alright. So,
The bottom half of the statue depicts a creature listening, while the top part depicts a similar creature calling out.
let's have a look at the foot. If it's listening to the line. So we need to make a relay somehow. We need to find out which one the giant is sitting by. Oh. Well, shit. Okay, I'm up here now. It's a crossbow. Oh, right.
It's a big wooden crossbow, I guess. I wonder who built it and what it's for. If I could somehow get across to that path on the other side, I'd probably be able to make my way into the Elation village.
Yeah, so he's smart by human standards, dumb by stickman standards. Yeah, because they place no value on what he does. Oh, you know, I do calculations, and, well, that's just kind of not important to the stickman. And it's like, yeah. So you're the smart one then? Like, no, he's stupid. He just sits there doing math all day. Who needs to do that? We're stickmen. So we'd need something to fire across there. Yeah. Alright. Back to the volcano. have another look at this. So the one that the giant is sat next to is tuned into the volcano, right? That's what we can get from this. So it's tuned into the symbol that's like the big A with the wings around it, or whatever you want to call it. So his ear is listening to that, and it's shouting to the volcano. So what we need to do is find out... We need to tune one of our statues to his statue so that we can shout to him. Right? And we need to know which one he's next to. Then we need to figure out the relay. We're probably going to have to use all 3 of these statues. So let's cycle through these again. So we know that one is the cliffside, right? We've got that written down. The other one was the city. Yeah, we have to find out which one is next to the giant.
I don't see anything interesting. I don't see anything interesting. I don't see anything interesting. It's a statue just below a really tall tree.
Which I would guess is where we just were.
I don't see anything interesting. Somebody's looking back at me.
That's us.
Oh, wait. That's just my eye. The lens is turned into a mirror.
What if we have to get it to yell to this statue? We can set one of them to this statue, can't we? And then it would yell out to his as well. Right? So I don't think this matters what we set this to.
I don't see anything interesting.
You know? Because every statue should be picking this up. Or is that how it works? I don't know. No, maybe this doesn't actually broadcast to the statues. It's just broadcasting out through a big mouth. It's just a huge speaker, right? But wherever he is, he has the mouth set. Yeah, this is more like the telephone directory, I think. His mouth is set to that symbol, and it's coming to here. And then it's broadcasting out. So if we did that with the other statue, that wouldn't really help, because that means we're just going to shout through this speaker as well, right? But it's not going to reach him, unless we know where he is. So we need to find that out and work back. And we've checked all the symbols, and she doesn't see anything interesting from any of them. So none of them are different from the locations we can physically go to, which is a little bit weird. But wherever he is, we do need a statue that listens.
That's a huge tree.
To
There's
this.
a large object in the tree crown.
Right? And I know that the one down by the city can do that. Let's go have a look there first. And let's see what happens. Now that we've got that information, maybe we can discern something from this. So the ears are now pointed to the volcano. And now the mouth's pointed to the volcano. But we can't really do anything with it. Okay. Because we are going to need to at least be able to listen to the volcano, right? So this is set fine for listening, so that he can reply back to wherever we have to stand. The only one we seem to be able to actually talk at is the one where the tree people are. Oh, bollocks, I moved the wrong one. Go all around. See, this one as well can also listen to the cliffside. But this is the only one that I've seen. Then again, we didn't check the one by the tree and see what all the symbols were there. But this is the only one we've seen that can potentially listen to the volcano mouth to act as a return call. Because we're going to need to be able to talk to him. But that's the symbol for this one. That's really weird how it has its own symbol. So what can we shout to with this? Because all the ones that have got a broken area we can assume don't work. Like these here, they don't work. So this one can't shout to the tall tree and it can't shout to the cliff. So that's very telling. This needs to shout to the mouth, I guess. Yes. Because then it will go to the mouth and broadcast to all of the statues. That's what it said, right? I don't know. So we need this not to be listening to that. This needs to listen to something else. And I think the only other one it can listen to... This is going to be a process of logical deduction now. The cliffside. So it can listen to the cliff. Can it listen to the tall tree as well? Let's have a look. Let's go through them all. I mean, I don't think it can. No. Yeah, so this can only listen to the tall tree. And can only shout to the cliff, to the volcano. So that's got to be it, right? Hopefully. There must also be one we can talk into, yeah. Let me go grab this rope as well. Go to the beach. Let me go back to the tall tree first and see what else we can do there, but that one's set. Already. Let's see what we can get here. So this one can listen to the city. And it can shout to the cliff. Okay. Let's see if it can shout to anything else first. So it can shout to the cliff. That's the tall tree, that's where we are now. That's its own symbol, so that's no good. So that can only shout to the cliff. Okay. And that can listen to the city. What else? again, its own symbol is there. The tall tree. This can also listen to the mountain. We don't necessarily want. Keep going. Okay, yeah. Right, just double checking. Okay, so maybe we want this to shout to the to listen to the city. I don't know. Don't know if that's right.
The bottom half of the statue depicts a creature
Out of the way, I can't click on it. Let's try talking into the ear and see what happens.
Hello?
So this
Actually, it doesn't seem like the statue's receiving my voice at all.
So this might be the one that we have to actually communicate through. Alright. Let's go see what the other one can do real quick. This is going to be one of those things that I'm going to need to draw out on my notebook or something. Like a little map. Which ones can communicate with which, you know. Alright, so this can shout. This is self, so that's no good. This can shout to the tall tree. Right? So that's a thing it can do. This is a lot of information to hold on to. It can also shout to the city. Yeah, you know what? Get a green pen. I am going to have to draw this out. This is too much information to hold on to in my head. So, let me see. Got the mountain. A thing. Let's see. Tall tree. You had 5 with the thing. City is the weird arrow with the thing sticking out of the top. Got the cliff, which is circle with the B on top. I'm just confused. Yeah, me too. It's the problem is by the time I've investigated every statue, I'm forgetting what other ones can do, so I can't formulate it in my brain. What we need to do is cleverly figure out how to configure these statues so that we can have a two-way conversation with this giant and tell him to knock off the fucking snoring. So, let's see. So we're at the cliff. The cliff can put like an arrow, shout to the city. Okay, and we know it can shout to the tall tree as well. Was that one of the ones? Let's have a look. Yeah, this needs to be written down. That's what I'm doing now. I'm going to draw out a map and see which ones are capable of communicating with which ones, and then we can work our way back. And then we've got the mystery location that we don't know about. So this can also shout to the tall tree. Alright, so what about the bottom one? What can it do? Because where there are broken bits like this, it won't work. It won't configure it. So it can listen. I'll have to do this on a different color. I'll do this in blue, so I know it can listen to the tall tree. Yeah. It can listen to the tall tree. That's good. But can the tall tree speak to it? If the tall tree can't speak to it, then that's no good for us, is it? Right. But that's the thing I'm not able to remember. Looks like the magic is in the symbol, so if one is missing, it doesn't work. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like a keyhole.
So this can also listen to the city. Can't find your phone. Oh, found it. Never mind. Okay. Emergency over. Call off the search. Alright, so I know how that works.
The top half of the statue depicts a creature with a...
And the only statue I seem to be able to interact with, to talk through, is the one at the tall tree. So that's the place where we need to be standing. That's where we're going to work from. But we don't know exactly where the giant is. I'm hoping it's once we've got everything else lined up, we can then change one of them and just see if it comes through. Because what we should be able to do theoretically is, once we've got it rigged up right, is hear the giant and speak to him through the other statue.